Hi, good evening and welcome to the Game 2 post-game press conference of the Hattiesburg Regional. First up, Southern Miss junior outfielder from Jupiter, Florida, Joey Urban, and junior pitcher from Summerall Cross Sibley, as well as head coach Christian Ostrander. Coach Ostrander, we're just going to allow you just some opening statements before we open up for questions.
Sure. First of all, I just want to congratulate Columbia and their coaches. They played an outstanding ball game. Just really better in all areas. They pitched it better. They swung it better. Other than maybe a couple of miscues in left field, they defended the ball better. So they earned that, and fair and square, and just congrats to them. And obviously disappointed. You go out there, you play to win, and I know these guys. That was their goal, and just didn't go our way. They just never let us get comfortable. Never let us get comfortable on the mound, and really never let us get comfortable in the box either. So again, that's baseball, but the good thing is we got a chance to extend our season tomorrow. So these guys still get a chance to play together, and that's got to be the motivation moving forward.
I will open up to questions from the audience.
Yeah, Coach, you guys scored just four hits tonight, 4 runs, one of them earned. What did you see from the approach? What went wrong with the approach tonight offensively?
The approach is the approach. The guy on the mound is trying to execute as well, and baseball's an execution game. And I thought their left-hander at the start of the game did a great job of using his 12-6 breaking ball effectively, along with the fastball that he could elevate, and he tunneled that well. Made it really hard on our left-handed hitters, and so I thought he pitched really well. And the bullpen guys they brought in, other than a few walks here and there, I thought they really pounded the zone with some good stuff too. So. Baseball's a hard game, and you can have the best approach in the world, but if the other team executes, it's hard to come out on top sometimes. But like I said, they were just better than us in all those areas tonight.
Do you just maybe feel like you guys look a little bit too far ahead? Obviously, you save JB, and that's a gamble one way or the other, but do you think that was maybe a case, especially with hosting this arena?
I don't. I don't believe our guys, have that mentality. We respected our opponent. We knew it was going to be a dogfight, and we were going out there, prepared for that. And we didn't get any momentum. We never could really get things going, and they did, and it was hard for us to take it away. But no, I certainly don't believe these guys, were overlooking them by any means. And so it's they played a great game. I just got to tip my hat to them.
Talking about, Coach was just talking about momentum. You guys had something cooking in the fourth, pushed a couple of runs across, but ultimately left the bases loaded. What did that feel like to you? An inning where you scored 2 runs, you feel good about it, but almost leaving a little bit to be desired with the bases loaded.
Yeah, it was definitely kind of heart gutting. Not fun just getting 2 runs, base loaded. I think going out kind of shut us down. Kind of shut down a little bit. But I think we gotta look past that. We got 5 more innings after that. I think we gotta definitely start something on that.
And then, Coach, the bottom of their order, there's 6, 7, 8, 9 guys combined for 8 hits. Their 9-hole guy was 3 for 4 with a homer. But it felt like one of the key moments in the game was walking the 9-hole guy with 2 outs in whatever inning it was. And that was Matt's last batter. And they went on to score a run or 2 or 3 out. It felt like that was kind of a pivotal moment. Did you see it that way?
Well, I just think all the way throughout that lineup tonight, they made it very difficult on us. And, I thought our guys executed some good pitches that they got good swings on. And that's part of baseball. And again, whether it's the top of the order, the middle, the bottom of the order, it's about 27 outs and so forth. But again, they did a great job. And their hitters did a really good job of trying to take something away from us. And they made us pay when they had an advantage count or what if we gave them a little something. So again, just credit to them.
Was there any point in the game, particularly early on, where you maybe felt like your guys were maybe pressing a little bit?
That our guys were what?
Pressing a little bit?
Maybe so. that's natural sometimes. I mean, we got popped in the mouth early, you know, and trying to get that momentum back is hard sometimes. And again, you know, these guys have been in that before, where you know you're down and they find a way to come back. And we'd like to stay in the middle of the ring, but we kept it close for a little bit, but they just kept adding on to it, and just did a good job of adequate relief.
Third straight year now, you guys have opened regional with loss. Those last 2 years, you guys managed to find a way to get to the regional final. How do you kind of rely on that experience, and how do you kind of, I guess, pass that along to the team moving forward?
That was the message to them, just a few minutes ago, that there's a lot of guys on this team that lost game one of that Auburn Regional in 23 and found a way to string together, how many wins that was to win it. So it's doable. It's just going to be hard. That's not an easy route. It's not the route you want to go to win a regional, but it can certainly happen. And there's enough leadership and experience in this group that I have to believe that they're going to stay together and go out there and compete. I mean, it's kind of simple now. Either you get to celebrate a victory tomorrow and extend your season, or you hug each other and because your year's over. So it's a very simple message, and I know these guys, they love each other, and they're going to go out there and compete.
In the back.
Hey, Coach, what's it going to take to win Alabama? Y'all surrendered to Alabama. What do you think it's going to take for your team?
I'm sorry, I couldn't.
What's it going to take to win against Alabama?
We're going to have to play a lot better than we did tonight. We're going to have to pitch the ball well. We're going to have to do a better job offensively. Obviously, that's a great team. That's a great lineup, and they got plenty of arms, left too. I know that. So we're going to have to play good baseball. We're going to have to play much cleaner and more competitive tomorrow than we did tonight.
Coach, starting Matt, do you have any regrets? Can you take me through the philosophy of starting Matt ahead of JB today?
Do I have any regrets?
Yeah, and take me through the philosophy of starting Matt.
Well, we felt like that was the right answer. We thought about it hard, and I know, hindsight's 20/20, and I'm sure people will think that you overlook it making that decision. We thought that was the right move, and to give ourselves the best chance to win this regional and stuff. And again, you got to credit your opponent sometimes. I mean, it's our guys were up for it, they were ready for it, and they just they got the momentum, and we never could take it away from them.
We have two more questions in the back.
Raj, just a moment ago, Coach John was talking about the group of players who, man, would go to regional finals after losing the opener. Obviously, you're one of those guys. What can you kind of say about the leadership that it's going to take to help propel that forward?
Yeah, I've been a part of it, so I mean, obviously we can do it. We've done it before, we can do it again. It's pretty hard to do that, to get through with it, but baseball's a hard sport, and sometimes it just don't fall your way, but we can do it again.
All right, last question in the back.
Coach, I know it's not an ideal situation, but how grateful are you? How nice is it to be able to go out there tomorrow and have JB on the mound?
Well, sure, yeah, that feels good. Him and Matt were going to pitch game 1 and 2, whatever order you want to say. So his opportunity was going to come, and it just so happens, unfortunately, it's in a loser bracket game, and but there's nobody else I'd rather have out there than him to have a chance to extend our season.
Joey Cross, Coach Ostrander, appreciate you guys. Best of luck tomorrow afternoon. That